Over the past few months we have visited several of the fastest parkruns across the UK. I have been in pursuit of a sub-20 parkrun which would represent my fastest time since June of 2019. Unfortunately I've fallen just short with a range of times between 20:02 and 20:15.
As for me, I was hoping to edge closer to 21 minutes and finally achieve the 90% age grading that I've been looking to get.
So last Saturday we made it over to Alexandra Park in Manchester, which is meant to be one of the fastest in the area.
Good morning. Where are we this morning, John?
We're in Alexandra Park in Manchester. Having been to Manchester 2 weeks ago, I've had a tough day out at the marathon. We thought we'd come and have a nice morning out at the parkrun.
And what a lovely park it is too. We arrived about half an hour ago, had a little walk around. There's a lovely pond. Any other information about this park?
It was opened in 1870. It was on a revolutionary design of sweeping bends, sports facilities, there's tennis courts, football pitch, cricket pitch here, and it's just, well, you can see the centre of Manchester there. It's on about a mile from the centre of the city, so a lovely resource.
So we're going to go and do our warm-up now, and we'll see you soon.
So the original plan had been to do a full point of view film of this run. Unfortunately the camera battery died, but we have the first 40% of the run, the first 8.5 minutes, and seeing it is a 2 and a bit lap course, you get a full view of the main bit of the course that we run on and can see where the turns are, where the switchback is, and basically what the surface is like.
Go!
So Alexandra Parkrun is run over a 2 and a bit lap course. On the particular morning we did it, there were 537 runners completed the course, but as you can see right from the off, because of the wide paths in the park, there is little or no congestion, and that is what we found throughout the rest of the run. So I decided, rather than stress about the pace I was running in order to hit a sub 20, I would just run strong and controlled as a time trial, as parkrun was originally meant to set up to be, and then we'd see what pace we're on after a mile or two and what we might hope to achieve on the day.
Unlike previous parkruns, I decided on this occasion to stay behind John rather than doing what my legs wanted, which was to push on. However, I did get into pace straight away and found that I had no congestion and I felt really comfortable.
So a really nice morning for park running. Temperature was said to be around 7 degrees, there was just a light breeze, no frost, and all was set up for a good parkrun time trial. So the first part of the route is a sweeping right around a cricket ground. A few runners passing me, but as you can see, no congestion, everybody able to settle into their own pace and get what they want from this particular parkrun. So Alexandra Park sits on land purchased by the Manchester Corporation. It was designed by a man called Alexander Hennell, who won a competition to design the park. You can see here the original design map on the left, and on the right the route that the parkrun takes, and you can see a striking similarity with the park being very much in the same layout as it has been for the last 150 or more years. And you can just see us now completing the first lap of the cricket pitch, going by the pavilion on the right hand side, which is where the parkrun toilets are situated and where the post parkrun cafe is also to be found. Chap there waving to somebody, obviously very happy to be doing Alexandra Parkrun this morning. Now we have the lake on the right, so if I put the map back up you can situate yourself where we currently are on the parkrun course. So at the bottom left hand corner of the park you swing a right along a broad path which is along a beautiful avenue of trees, and as you can see, nice wide path, absolutely zero congestion at all. If you're chasing a time like I am, there's plenty of runners just ahead of you, you can try and claw back, or runners coming past you can try and tag onto. So a really good course for what I was trying to do, which was to beat 20 minutes. So my first kilometre came up here as 3:56, brilliant, 4 seconds inside. But what we do have to be careful of, particularly on a course like this, is whether your Garmin, or in my case my Chorus, is measuring accurately as per the course as marked. So we don't start patting ourselves on the back, just get our head down and try and complete the course as quickly as possible using those runners around us.
I went through the first kilometre in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. I was feeling strong at this point. Legs were feeling really good, but I was holding back slightly because I was aware that I could have a tendency to push on too much in the first kilometre.
So the straight really goes on for quite a long way, about half a mile I think, and you can really get into a nice strong rhythm, maintaining an even pace if that's what you're after doing. Now after a while we are coming up to a switch point here, and this is where it might be able to throw your Garmin or Coros, but at this point you can actually see who's in front of you, who's behind, and yeah, in about 50 yards there's a cone you turn round, marshal there, and then as we turn I get to see Dawn, who is actually not far behind me at this point, which is pleasing to see as I know I'm running quite well, and it shows me she is running quite well too. So though I've given you a kilometre split, my watch is set in miles, and it's just after this left-hand turn that's coming up, I saw that the first mile click over in 6:20, which is really pleasing. That's 6 seconds inside target, although with the caveat, as I said, as you can't always guarantee that your watch is measuring as per the course, especially with the recent switchback. But feeling strong at this stage, and again, runners just in front of me, runners to work with, runners to work off, having a really fun time at Alexandra Park parkrun.
So this part of the course has a very gentle incline. You just have to keep strong, keep focused, and know that once you're around the corner, you have a lovely sweeping section of the course.
So, historical feature alert, you can see coming up a drinking fountain on the right there. That was installed in the park in 1876 by a group called the Band of Hope. They wanted to encourage working people not to drink alcohol and to drink fresh, refreshing water. So they installed this in the park. You think these days, if we had free drinking fountains dotted around, it might reduce the use of plastic and make us all a bit greener, as well as saving us all a little bit of money. Just a thought as I went round there. Anyway, back to getting my head down and trying to carve out a sub 20 parkrun. Again, you can see as we've turned, lovely wide path, a couple of runners in front to focus on, try and chase down, and all in all set up for a really good fast time trial. So I've mentioned before a list we like to refer to, compiled by Tim Gross, which has the UK's parkruns listed fastest to slowest, or if you flip it, slowest to fastest. And Alexandra Park appears as the 37th fastest parkrun in the UK. But as Tim himself says, there is a handful, even a fraction of seconds between some of these rankings, and parkruns can jump up and down between years without actually changing the course. So I have a feeling that this course, and this was confirmed by a local, very experienced runner we knew, that this could be just as fast as Stretford, which is in position 16, and indeed we found it so, having done both courses. We're really enjoying Alexandra Parkrun, finding it absolutely open to good, fast, strong running. So just rounding to the 2 kilometre point, which came out for me at 3:57, so just inside that 20-minute mark if my watch is recording accurately.
And for me, it came out at 4:16, so it just put me on the cusp of 21 minutes.
So viewers, we now invite you to enjoy these last few precious seconds of footage from the Alexandra Park parkrun that we did yesterday. In a minute the battery is going to run out and we're going to flip forward to future John and future Dawn so you can see whether we hit our targets. Yeah, we're on course for them at 2k, but what about at 5k? So it is now the day after the Alexandra Park parkrun, and have we been spending the last day and a half with smiles on our faces or our hearts in our boots?
So as you can see, I've got a smile. Yes, most definitely. So I ran 21:07, which was really successful. Yes, I would have loved sub 21, but it will come. And I got 90.61% in the parkrun age grading. I was second female overall and first in my age group, and second overall on the age grading stats for the week. So massively successful run for me.
And what about me, dear viewer? After park runs of 2018, 2015, 2010, 2008, 2005 and 2002, is it finally time to bring the Can John Break 20 Minutes for Parkrun season to an end? I bet some of you are hoping it is. Well, I can reveal my final finish time was 19 minutes and 45 seconds. Yep, kept at it. My watch actually, as I said during the commentary, wasn't measuring accurately, and it gave me 3.15 miles or 5.07 kilometers. So it actually clicked 5k in 1926. But obviously we run to the measured course, not what's happening on our watches on any given day. A big shout out to the fellow who passed me a little after the 2 mile mark and asked if I was a Ben Parks fan, because I had a Ben Parks cap with the camera on. I said yes, and we actually have our own channel. Pulled a little lead on him and he comes storming past in the finishing straight saying, come on, do it for the channel. Sadly, the battery had died by then, so you're not on camera, but massive thanks to you and the guy who just finished behind me, who said he had just broken 20 minutes for the first time ever. So a tunnel full of happiness at that point.
Folks.
Yeah, 3 supremely happy folk in the funnel there. But remember, parkrun isn't competitive, folks. And a little bonus for me, I got 77% age grading, which, on looking back, is the best age grading I've had at a parkrun since the year 2017, so 7 years ago. It also got me, I think, in the top 3% on the parkrun stats for Alexandra Park on Saturday. So huge bonus for me, really pleased with it. Great monkey off my back. Great to return to Manchester 13 days after the marathon I DNF'd and Dawn struggled round. Check out those videos if you haven't done so already. So Manchester, so much to answer for. Not yesterday, it wasn't.
So if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, we'd love you to do so. We bring you lots of videos of
our own races, our training, of parkruns and items of topical interest in the running world.
So guys, until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.